gamers, and welcome back to Hunter Call of the Wild, the hunt for gold. We find ourselves in beautiful North Mexico at Campo de Aero, trying to find that elusive Mexican bobcat. Good news, bad news. I just killed the bobcat. It was gold level. But I did it off camera. I was just driving the quad down here because I was like, oh, I think there's a little house down here. I'm gonna go undo it. Or claim it, unveil it. And what's that? That's weird. Look at that long line that just goes straight down that way. I didn't walk down that way. That's weird. Anywho, there was our gold Mexican bobcat. Yeah, so hope I hope I didn't kill the only one in this area. I feel bad because I kind of feel like I've hunted around this area a lot. I really kind of should push over to the west here. Maybe walk toward that reveal, that outpost. I kind of want to hunt this though. Well, I just took something here. You know what? Let's just break out toward new ground. Let's just break out toward new ground. What's the worst that could happen? We'll go up here to the, well, this isn't a good glassing area, I don't think you'll be able to see a lot. There's a lot of growth up around here. I did read the fan wiki on the Mexican bobcat. I just wanted to get some more information about it and see if I can't puzzle out where it ought to be. That first night that we got here, I assumed they would be like out in the desert like all the time, and I was pretty much correct. The wiki says that you'll find them there, but the wiki says that they're also like super duper territorial around any water source, and that kind of makes sense because I just drove up to this water source. My idea was I was going to come down here and I was going to hunt this range, and I just I was driving on the quad, and one of them jumped down in front of me. One of the bobcats jumped out in front of me and had this beautiful white coat. And I drove next to it on the quad for maybe like 3 or 4 seconds. Like it ran parallel to me. And I was like, you know what? I'll get out and I'll take a shot. I should have hit the record button, but I didn't have like anything. I didn't have any like intro. I didn't have any other like footage. So it would have just been you guys coming in, me driving right next to the bobcat. So I was like, you know what, I'll just play a little bit off camera and just relax and enjoy the game. Not have to worry about talking or recording. And wouldn't you know it, that joker, he like cut in front of me and ran across a pasture, like one of those open areas. So I just jumped off the quad and I pulled out the rifle. And how much ammunition do we have, by the way? We're good. And pulled out the rifle and just shot him once in the right in the back of the leg. Like I was trying to get the lung, but he did this little weird like run, half run. He juked me. But I got him in the back of the leg and he died. And I looked at him and he was a 23.8. He was a 23.8, so he was a gold level, but he just wasn't. I didn't do a vital organ hit. Hey, Highball, how are you? I haven't played with you in a bit, I know. She's on the verge of mutiny. She's like, you gotta play with my paws or do something. You gotta pet me. There you go. There you go. Play here. Come here, give me that paw. Yeah. All right, I think I've been like watching some other YouTubers playing the Hunter Call of the Wild. And I tell you, man, like anybody out there who plays this game, like they get 5,000, 6,000 views. There are people who definitely, want this content. Just gotta figure out how to get my videos to get into that algorithm, man. But I'm one of the only ones that still play with a dog. I'll tell you that. A lot of the people who play this game, they no longer, I don't even know if they knew dogs were in the game. And I tell you, there have been many times I've wanted to say goodbye to Highball, but It would just seem, it would seem rude at this point to retire her, especially before we even got her maxed out, got her max level. What was that? You okay? Pheasant, like, what was that? You know what's funny about coyote is that me and my daughter saw one just last night. There's a lake here where we're on vacation at called Lake Folsom, and it is down. You've heard me talk about it. It's down a lot. I mean, it's scary. Like if I lived here permanently and I saw the condition of that lake, I'd be concerned about water, and I'm sure the people here are. But we went to a river that feeds into Lake Folsom because my daughter always wants to go play in the river or play in the lake. She wants to go swim in the lake, and I keep telling her like that lake is nasty because it's just down so low that the only ooh, that's a beautiful shot. That the only water left is this like nasty stagnant water. I mean, people get out there on their boats and people still go play in it, but you know, when I look at it, it just has this, to me it looks stagnant, even though it's not quote stagnant, but to me it doesn't feel right, you know. And I go with my gut on this. So my daughter wants to go play in the water. I found this river that feeds into Folsom, Lake Folsom, and I was like, we'll go to that river is what we'll do. We'll just go there and we'll sit on the side of that river, and you can play there. And the water, I mean, it might not be like super duper nice, but at least it'll be fast flowing water. You know what I mean? Like at least it won't be like stagnant. So we go to this place, and the picture has, you know, a bunch of rocks everywhere. I still think it's hilarious that the coyote feeding and the jackrabbit feeding, like these spots like overlay each other. I think that's hilarious. The bunny rabbits are like, man, this is a really good place to eat. And the coyotes are like, man, this is a really good place to eat. So we went to this lake, and mud everywhere, no rocks. I don't know where that picture was taken. I don't know who took it, but there are no rocks anywhere on. I mean, we walked up and down the side of this river trying to find a nice place to sit and just relax on the rocks and like let her play. None. It was a gigantic mud hole is what it was. And we're sitting there. My daughter tried to get down to the water, like she was determined, right? So she walked down to the water and she got stuck in the mud about a foot away from the water. So I had to go down there and get her, and then I got stuck in the mud about a foot away from the water. We were just covered in mud. My flip-flops are shot. I had to take her to the daycare today wearing house slippers. But we got down there. We got our shoes recovered, and we got out and we walked to a place where it was a little easier to get to the water, and we cleaned up as best we could. And then you know, we had a towel with us. We had 2 towels with us. So we put one of the towels down and we just kind of sat there on the side of the river, just trying to enjoy the evening, you know, because it gets so hot out here that as soon as 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock hits and the temperature starts to plummet, oh, it feels so good to have a relief from all that. And lo and behold, we're sitting there. And I'm actually making a video for some people back home, kind of showing them where we're at and what we're doing. And my daughter is like, Dad, what's that? We look across the river, and this is a pretty big river. I mean, it's not small, it's pretty big. We look across the river, and there is a coyote by himself, just him. And he's just getting some water. He's just getting some water. He's stuck in the mud too. In fact, when he goes back up the bank, my daughter is like, oh, I feel so bad for him. He's got mud all over his feet. And he sure did. He was about chest deep, covered in mud. But he had to get down there and get water. Yeah, he just hung out right there for about maybe 5-10 minutes. He got scared. It was so funny. There were these birds that were yeah. There were these birds. They were waterfowl. I mean, like they were 100% water birds. They weren't ducks, but they were just super duper at home in the water. And they were running up and down that river. They were just going after fish. The fish were just jumping out of the water too, man. Like the fish, you could sit there, and my daughter counted. My daughter counted like 4 or 5 big belly flops from the fish. And these little birds were going at them. And this coyote, I guess he was wondering. He was just like, man, what are they going after like that? Like, are they going after fish? So he was like hanging around them. And these birds went around a gigantic boulder. And like he stopped for a second. He like looked like which way they went. I guess he was trying to decide like if he should go around the boulder to the left or go into the water, you know, down there near the mud to get to, you know, to follow them. What are you doing? What are you doing? Silly dog. But one of those birds doubled back while he was making this decision, and that bird like ran around that corner right at him. He like jumped. He jumped and was startled. You would think that he was some kind of cold-blooded killer. He would have, you know, he would have leapt at the opportunity to eat one of those birds. But he was little. I think that he was. You know, it could have been someone's dog, but where we were at, there were no houses. And that's the really nice thing about this area, is that I guess on the eastern coast, what had happened was that people settled in areas. You hear that? Someone just growled, or the dog just growled. There they are, right there, right there. It's coyote. No, it's Mexican Bobcat. 26, 25, 26. You gotta give me a side shot here. No, it's a 26. Oh, I don't know if that was good or not. I don't know if that was good. Did you guys see that? That thing flopped right over, man. I thought it was coyote because there was 2 of them. I thought it was coyotes because there were 2 of them, but it was 2 Mexican Bobcats. I went for the one that was 26. Gotta wait and see if the other one shows up. If the other one was running, it might run up that way. And they were just right down there, I think. Oh, he's growling again. I think that might just be because we're getting close to the corpse of that one. I don't think it's another one. It'd be nice if he'd like growl and like point, you know, if he'd set up and be like, hey, I'm growling at something. Like, you know, if it was a real dog, you would be able to look in the direction of where he's growling and just be like, oh, okay. Bighorn sheep warning call. Yeah, I didn't see what the bighorn sheep was. This goes up to 5, this pistol. Dog does not. Right there it is. Two hits on the bighorn sheep. I don't think any of those are vital organ hits. Oh, another one. Oh, you see it hit the water? You see it hit the water behind that thing? That was pretty cool. Missed and hit the water and it just shot up this huge geyser. It's weird that those things are running toward us. And these 2 shots here look like they were vital organ, but those things had a lot of life left in them. Oh, maybe that's one from this guy. Oh, he's gold. That's it. That is it. That was a great shot. That was a great shot. Okay, folks. I'm gonna make sure I'm recording. I'd hate if I missed that on the darn thing here. Hold on here. Yeah, recording. Levels look good. That is the end of the hunt for gold. As it stands now, every single animal in this entire game, I have now at least a gold of it. Oh, he was mythical difficulty too. Such a beautiful animal. I cannot wait to get that thing taxidermied. I cannot wait. Let's go get these bighorn sheep too. Hey, dog, do what it is I pay you for. Get some rifle ammunition here. Or not ammunition, excuse me. Get some pistol experience. Lord. Yeah, I was just talking about that coyote. I forget where I was at with it, but he was a little coyote. I know, I'm coming. I'm coming. Man, great decision. What a great decision to is that the guy up there? Hey, let's go up here and grab this one right quick, dog, and then we'll come down there and get that one. Hey, is that the... Yep, I see it over there too. Good, I know where they're at. I was fixing to say, there's no way these things could have went as far as they did. Like, we had good shots on them. What are you, my friend? A silver? That first shot just missed. I should have lined up that heart better. Then I got him right there in the leg. Oh, it is gold. 132. Man, look at you. You're pretty. You're pretty. So happy I got to see you today. Talk to me about the pistol experience. What I get? Handgun is plus 42. Did I unlock anything? No, I did not. I know. You're doing such a good job. You're doing such a good job. I'm proud of you. Proud of you. You found him. You found him. This one looks a little bit better than the other one. That was other 113. Ooh, man. Old bighorn sheep. Man, that's so beautiful. Left lung. Let me see. I'm nothing but consistent. I should have went for the heart though. He's pretty. So pretty. I love these animals. Absolutely do. Whoa. Okay. You gotta fix that problem where the dog barks when you're in the screen. You're trying to enjoy it. Handgun. Ammunition. Well, folks, it's not... Oh! Red Raptor Reflex Sight. Okay. Okay. I'll go look at that. Well, folks, that is it. Every single animal in this entire game. Every single one. You can think of an animal that's in this game, and I have a gold level of that animal. Ended here in beautiful Mexico. We ended on a map that didn't even exist when we started this playthrough. So that's pretty neat. And man, what a view, huh? What a view. And don't worry, we're gonna have another series coming up here. We're gonna do some more Hunter Call of the Wild. That's not going anywhere. Let's go put this guy up though. Let's go find a place. You hear those little ding-a-ling-ling-ling-ling-ling? I always think that's on my high score. Like it's calculating, like, man, how good is this guy? And then it just goes bling-a-ling-ling-ling. It's like, man, he's off the charts. And here's a neat thing. A lot of these animals we had, well, I wouldn't say a lot. I think we had about a third of the animals before we started this. Before we started this playthrough, right? So like the lion, he's in the Grand Tour, right? Like we took that gold lion in the Grand Tour. That guy right there, I think we took him. He had to have been on the channel. I think we took him, or not on the channel. We took him in the hunt for gold. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. The other bighorn sheep we had. I think the bighorn sheep we have here is a little bit better than the other one because he turns out, or is that an ibex? Oh, it's a muffalo. Okay. Mouflon. Iberian mouflon. I guess it's because mouton is the French word for mutton, that this is mouflon. So, you know, we call them sheep, and it's just sheep meat to us, but they would call it mouflon and then mouton. Mouton. It's French though, that's not. Iberia is Spain, I know that. We have 2 gold level Sika deer. I guess we were just really impressed with the Sika deer, huh? That's so cool. The only thing I would like is if they would allow me to publish this this trophy lodge online. That way I could go look at other people's trophy lodges and see how they have things laid out, and they could come look at mine. They could leave me feedback, you know. Maybe there'd be a little guest log at the front. You know what I mean? Like at the very beginning, there'd be a little guest book, and you could like walk up to it. You could sign in. You could tell them like, "Hey, I came and visited. You know, this is the person who visited you," and yada yada. Yeah, really pretty. Oh, someone told me. Where's our someone told me that the our turkey doesn't look good. They said, "Hey, you have a beautiful specimen of a turkey. Can we place him here?" We surely can. Look at that. Oh, that's great. I think that just sets this room off. I kind of like that jump up pose. Oh, there we go. There we go. I like that. I like that. I think that's just a good, because you know that right there is Mexico. That's Mexico. This is the Iberian Peninsula, so has a Spanish flavor to it. Here we go. Someone said that. Yeah, they said do that. They were like, why did you leave it like that? Like people think of turkeys, they think of, you know, the fan open. Well, let's look right quick. Let's see the big difference between these 2 species. Let's look down here at the wing. Let's take a mental image there of the wing. Look at all the white and all the brown. And let's go up here to the fan. And let's take a mental image of this fan. The white, the brown, the white, the big feathers at the very end. Let's just kind of look and try to remember how they look, okay? Let's just try to keep that in our heads. Now let's go over here to the other room right quick. I'll run, even though there's no running in the museum. Let's look at this guy. The wing down there, that looks pretty similar. All the white and the brown down there near the wing, and then back here, well, that looks pretty similar too. Maybe I need to bring them in the same room together and put them in the same room so I can get an idea about how they're dissimilar. Let me go back to the other one. Okay, all right. Well, maybe now I see it. Maybe there's the really big feathers at the very end of the fan. Like those have a very distinct white, brown, white, brown, white, brown pattern, right? Like that's very distinct of this species. Whereas the other one, it's not as pronounced. It's almost as if it's fading out. You know, I mean, it's there, but it's not very like clear-cut distinct. That, and I think that model over there has a little bit higher resolution. This one right here, you can kind of tell the fan doesn't look as good. How do you do the this investigation mode? I was thinking like maybe if it was a different stance, or if we redid the stance, we'd clean up. All right, well, thank you guys for coming by and watching the video. I can't tell you how crazy this ride has been. But I mean, it's been a blast. I wouldn't change, I wouldn't trade it for the world. You know, if this is like as good as my channel gets, like running through this, that's fine by me. Because I feel like that was a very, very difficult task that we set for ourselves, and we finally filled this place up, and it just looks amazing. But again, thank you folks for joining me. I hope you enjoy the video. Please check out some of my other videos. Stardew Valley seems to be pretty popular. People like that. One of my videos that has the highest view count is me recommending Odd Realm. So I don't know, maybe I should play Odd Realm. Maybe people want to see that. I don't know. But as far as Hunter Call of the Wild goes, the next thing we'll be doing is Matt multi trophies. Right. So the idea here is that, like, I think we've done this before. Oh, hot javelinas. Like, we'll go out into the wild here, and see it says 2 times. We got to have 2 of these guys in our not displayed, but we have to have them taxidermied, right? So not displayed, but we have to have them taxidermied, and then we can build these gigantic displays. Like this one's got three fallow deer. Like, so we need 3 male fallow deer to make that happen. Bison. We need a plains bison, a male gray wolf, and a female gray wolf, right? So that would be them fighting. Bunny squad, 4 white-tailed jackrabbits, 2 male, 2 female. Like, that'd be a fun one to do, you know? Oh, roe deer. I want to do the roe deer. That might be the first one we do, because I miss getting back to Germany, and I really want to hunt the roe deer. Just hunting them with a 243, you know, like it's just great. Although, look at that white-tailed deer. I don't know. I'll have to think about it. That'll be our next series. Thank you, folks, for joining me. Goodbye. Have a great day, and please remember to like and subscribe and comment. It really does help the channel out. Thank you, and bye-bye.